Thomas Hitman Hearns versus Iran the Blade Barkley in the main event.
Thomas Hitman Hearns, 45-2, 38 knockouts, and Iran Barkley, the challenger, 24-4, 15 KO. The traditional front gold colors. Emmanuel Stewart heading things up. He has flatly predicted that Hearns would knock out Barkley within 2 rounds.
Well, again, watching him train Tommy in the gym, he had Tommy with a lot of lateral movement and a lot of good stiff left jabs.
All right, here we go. Round 1 scheduled for 12. The Hitman with that rare commodity, one-punch knockout power.
Well, he can sure throw that right hand right down the pipe if the opportunity presents itself. No question about that.
25 of his 38 KOs within the first 3 rounds in his illustrious career.
And Barkley is not a very hard guy to hit, but he does take a good punch, and he's a real tough guy.
An extremely physical, sprawling type fighter. Almost a throwback to the crowd-pleasing middleweights of the past. Punches and accepts punches at a furious pace. A big left by Hearns. Trying to finish him off early.
I'll tell you, Iran Barkley was able to get one left hand in there, and boy, that's his plan. Can he get through this kind of power to do it, though?
But he has to look at the guy he's fighting.
Yeah.
He's looking at the floor and throwing punches. That's not too healthy.
No.
Hearns with that devastating right and awesome punching power. Best weapon for Barkley, the left hook.
You know, with Tommy Hearns, if I worked with Iran Barkley, I would tell my fighter, if you slip a punch, punch. If you block a punch, punch. Or if he hits you with a punch, try to punch. Because Tommy has one bad fault. He throws beautiful punches, fast hands, power. But a lot of times after he throws a combination or hits you with a punch, he drops his hands and poses, and you can nail him.
And the question is, can Barkley slip the famous right hand of Thomas Hearns and then nail him with his left? The right was blocked. The right by Hearns' blocked.
And you saw Barkley punch back.
I have to tell you, I don't think Tommy Hearns looks as sharp early as we've seen him in recent fights. He's throwing his punches with not the same leverage. He may knock Barkley out, but right now, he's not throwing his punches with the leverage he has in other fights recently.
Well, that's right, because he nailed Barkley, and he didn't knock Barkley off balance, and Barkley was able to wing right back.
Barkley, a real banger, doesn't want a boxer be cute.
All right, and I think Barkley is already cut over the left eye, and that's one of the handicaps that Barkley has, is the fact that Hearns can bust him up, and his eyes have a tendency to swell. So the longer this fight goes, the worse it can be for Iran Barkley, not the better.
That is very interesting, because a lot of people thought the other way around, but now with those cuts, things in Hearns' corner.
Unless, of course, Tommy Hearns' legs do go if this goes to the 5th or 6th round, if they can stop the bleeding of that cut, but that may be a big if.
Final seconds, round 1.
Right.
Iran Barkley, who has the ability to wear his opponents down. We shall see if this fight does go on. We go to the Barkley corner.
They put the stool in, and they were nervous, and Barkley almost missed the stool.
Bad one.
Luckily, they have Eddie Aliano, who is one of the best cut men in boxing, working on that cut.
And right off the bat, Eddie is pressed into service.
Keep your hands up, man. I'm doing, baby. You're doing pretty fast, but keep your hands up. Okay? Keep them hands up and keep working the punches down. Just held it down. Don't be trying to hold out of movement.
It's in the...
There's some more. Okay? Get some grease. Come on now, keep your hands up, big fella. I got him up, right? Okay. Yeah, pretty good. Keep your hands up, work with it, see? Okay.
Well, Tommy Hearns has a good right, but don't forget his left hand. There's the hook. Slapped a little bit with it, but it got the attention of Iran Barkley.
Round 2 scheduled for 12, the WBC Middleweight Championship. Thomas Hitman Hearns in the gold. Iran the Blade Barkley in the black with the red trim. Cut over the left eye of Barkley. There's that right by Thomas Hearns.
Good stiff right hand by Tommy Hearns, but it didn't move Barkley at all.
with a jab.
That's why I feel that the longer the fight goes, that Barkley's going to swell up and bust up. I think Iran has to let it all hang out and try to nail Tommy early. Because Hearns has that educated left hand and plenty of snap.
And he is so quick. He has really built up his upper body. He's been working out with weights, Tommy Hearns. Came to the weigh-in a pound overweight, but quickly came back and was on target at 160. Wasn't even a pound, actually.
Depending on how he had to lose that weight, it could harm him. Good left hook by Iran Barkley.
Double left hook. And when he goes with the body and the head with that double left, he can be very dangerous. I personally think Barkley's defense a little better than I anticipated it being early in this fight.
Absolutely, but now, Al, he's bleeding from the mouth.
Coming up to a minute remaining, round 2. Barkley has to be a bit confident right now, but it could be false optimism.
And Eddie Aliano did a great job on that left eye of Barkley. That's why you need professional help in the corner with these guys.
People forget about Hearns' left hook to the body. It is superb. What it did to James Schuler in one round was amazing, and he's starting to work it against Iran.
And now that cut on Barkley's left eye looks very, very angry again.
Final seconds, round 2. They're yelling right hand from the corner of Hearns. A right cross to finish the round by Thomas Hearns. Will follow Iran Barkley.
Keep them hands. You got to go at this guy now.
And
Get him too much respect now.
Aliano right there.
Go in behind the jab. Go in behind the jab.
And here comes Dr. Romeo up in the ring to look at that eye. And Dr. Romeo is a skilled professional. He doesn't panic. He's not going to stop the fight unless it's absolutely necessary.
You got to go in behind the jab and try to get it exchanging. You pick the piece outside. You can't block back with it. Okay? Let's fight the motherfucker.
We'll swing over to Hearns.
Now swallow this one here. Okay. Swallow that, put a little water inside, okay? Put it down below. Y'all put it all up there. The cut's gonna be right in here. Okay. Jab is working good, baby.
Slip right hand, pal.
Slip right hand? Okay. Jab. Body shots are bothering him too. You can catch it if you put it up on the frame.
And round 3 scheduled for 12. And Barkley comes out, smoking. Hearns retaliates. And this is Barkley's brawling style.
You learned this apparently from watching the tapes of Juan Roldan against Hearns. He's getting very low and getting under the jab in the right hand.
Well, it took one big left hook by Roldan, and if he would have landed another one, it would have been a different result. He had Tommy in real bad trouble.
Whipping left by Hearns just missed Barkley's head.
Well, Olajide hurt Barkley and put him down with a left hook. And sure Tommy saw that in the films, but he has not been able to get his own in as much as he'd like.
And the eye is open again. Barkley's left eye is open. Plenty of time left in the round. Keep him a little low.
That one straight to the body by Hearns.
Great body shots by Tommy Hearns.
Well, that's the way he was working in the gym, Al. Good jab, set it up, hook to the body. And there it is again.
Emmanuel Stewart, within inches to our left, loved it.
Those body shots have hurt Iran Barkley very badly.
The crowd sensing something. Hearns continues to go to the body with a left uppercut.
Barkley's punches have slowed up a great deal.
Keep him downstairs. The words from the Hearns corner.
This is very much, I think, like what Tommy Hearns did to James Schuler, because everything in that fight flowed off the left hook to the body, and that's what's happening tonight.
A right by Barkley, and Hearns is down. A lunging right.
He's not going to get up, Al. He does, it's a miracle.
He's on his knees. He gets up. Just before being counted out, he gets up.
Seemed to me
Unbelievable.
it was a long count. I don't know.
Can he survive the third round?
Wow.
Richard Steele steps in. Hearns goes through the ropes.
What a turnaround.
It's over. Iran Barkley has upset Thomas Hearns here in the third round. And here's the new WBC middleweight champion.
After Hearns all but crippled him with left hooks to the body, Iran was leaning, practically ready to go down, and a right hand did it.
And a punch before that, Al, the two punches that I ran through before that, no snap, no steam, all of a sudden there it was. Goes to show you, in boxing, anything can happen.
And who would think that the right hand would be what Barkley would knock him out with? Not even noted as a right hand puncher. Look at that man.
Look at the way he's busted up.
He's the winner.
We had mentioned that if it goes long, it's better for Hearns because he would bust Barkley up. Better for Barkley to get him out early, and he did.
Gil, this place is just stunned as Iran Barkley has pulled off the upset. Only two other men have done what Iran Barkley has done. Sugar Ray Leonard and Marvelous Marvin Hagler. You can add Iran Barkley to that list. Hearns just walked right into it.
Let's take a look at that big right hand by Iran. Look at Iran looking at the floor. Now he's got the target. And there it is, just one swinging right hand right on the button. And another one, that's what is known as the coup de grace.
From another angle, Gil.
There it is again. Look at Barkley, look at the floor. He's up again now, and he just swings, and boy, did he nail him. And look at that second right hand. How Tommy ever got up the first time was a miracle.
On the way down, able to...
Look at those eyes. I mean, he has no idea where he is.
And this is the end of the fight now. Amazing, like you said, Hearns able to get up from that, but now he goes through the ropes.
Well, Richard Steele can see that he's completely helpless and stopped the fight exactly the right time.